ladies. Welcome back to Sisterhood Redefined. On our segment of Decoding Our Bodies, we are going bare with pubic hair. This is a topic that we don't always talk about. We seldom talk about this as much as we think about spring and going out with friends, going to the bushveld to see lions. We rarely talk about the bush that's growing down there, down south. Now, you might have noticed that when you started menstruating or when you entered your early teens, hair started growing underneath your underarms and also in your private area or on your private area. Now, the reason for this is because you are hitting a stage, or rather, you hit a stage where progesterone and estrogen were at work regulating your cycle, but at the same time, underneath your private parts, there are what we call epicrine glands. Now, these glands exist for the sole purpose of excreting oily and thick sweat, which is different from the other sweat that comes from the rest of the body. So they secrete this sweat, and when the sweat comes to your pubic area, it interacts with the bacteria that sits on the skin. Now remember, this bacteria is not germs, this is not pathogens, it's just normal microbiome from your skin, right? So when this sweat and this oily substance interacts with this bacteria breaks down the sweat, and the odor that comes off of there or from that reaction is what we call your natural body odor. This is why you'll notice that if you haven't taken a bath maybe for like 5, 6, 7 hours, hopefully not 24 hours, but if you haven't taken a bath for long and you don't have lotion, perfume, or you haven't washed, no water, what you smell there in that area is your natural body odor. And trust me, it does not smell like pineapples. This pubic hair is not there for decoration, it is there for a particular purpose. It's there to reduce friction when you are walking, it's there to reduce friction during intercourse, and it helps your skin remain moist and moisturized. Now, you probably might have asked, why is that your pubic hair is not the same color as your actual hair? Perhaps you're a brunette, or you have blonde hair, or you have black hair. The color of your pubic hair does not really matter because the genes that are specifically responsible for the growth of pubic hair are not necessarily expressed in the same way as the one on your hair. And this is why colors may differ, and this is absolutely normal. So don't worry if you're not having a matching set of hair on your head and hair on your pubic hair. Now, you have probably wondered about length. Why is my pubic hair not growing to 5 inches? If you want to do a ponytail, unfortunately, it will never grow to that length. This is because the hormones, or rather the genes that are responsible for expressing that phenotype, or rather that physical characteristic, that is what a phenotype is. It's a physical characteristic. The genes that are responsible for that, they have a very short, they ensure that the growth or life cycle or lifespan is very short of your pubic hair, is very short. So it will never grow beyond a certain point. It will always remain short. So if you don't have long pubic hair, that is absolutely normal. It's supposed to remain short. And it's also easier to groom and to trim. Another question that you might have asked yourself is, should I shave? Should I keep it? Well, that's completely up to you. Your body, your rules. We're just here to equip you with the knowledge so that you're able to make an informed decision. The one thing that you should be on the lookout for, however, is when you start experiencing itching, as I've mentioned before, this is when you have to reach out to a healthcare provider.